Will be missing several key players for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Benin and Nigeria later this month. Captain Marvelous Nakamba, goalkeeper Washington Arubi, and defender Brendan Galloway have all been ruled out through injury. The Warriors will host Benin on the 20th of this month at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban, South Africa, before travelling to Nigeria for a date against the Super Eagles on the 25th of March. We first choice goalkeeper Washington Arubi out. There have been calls from some football fans for Warriors coach Michael Nees to give UK-based goalkeeper Tavaziva his national team debut. So yeah, we're hoping. I know you're pundits and analysts, but look, we have seen Tavaziva being called up for national team duty, and we haven't seen him getting even 2 minutes. Maybe this is his big moment.
Maybe, but I think with everybody, I think that has followed the Warriors and seen him in camp, I think all the reviews have been that his one for the future is very good technically. But for me, I think the concern is around the fact that even at Brentford B, he is the second choice goalkeeper, doesn't really get much game time. Do we throw him in the deep end? I think if we're taking the approach to say, you know what, we've given up on these World Cup qualifiers, I think we're bottom of the group with just 2 points. You know, we'll have to win against Benin and Nigeria to probably even still entertain any slim hopes of qualification. If we're saying, you know what, these are now friendlies as we prepare for Morocco and we're trying to build towards the Afcon finals, maybe. But then we've seen Martin Mapisa also get called up. I think there's conversations now with Elvis Chipezeze. He was there at the 2019 finals in Egypt. It wasn't really his best performance, but he's been doing quite well in South Africa. Some people suggesting he should come back. I don't know. I think it depends on what the goal is for Michael Nees in these remaining qualifiers. Are we trying to revive that qualifying campaign, or are we saying, you know what, this is an opportunity to try out different players? If we're trying out different players, then maybe Mali gets a start. Whether that works out or not, that's a totally different
Be
case.
bold. Tavaziva, Martin Mapisa, Elvis Chipezeze. Who do you go for?
I'll go for Martin Mapisa. Because I think Martin Mapisa, for me, I think it probably represents a better chance of actually replacing Washington Arubi. I think for me, Chipezeze will be a stopgap measure, as in for now, until whilst we wait for Arubi to come back. But I think with someone like Martin Mapisa, I think I love that he's very good with his feet. He's a young goalkeeper, and I think should he then establish himself as a first choice, I think he can go a long way. I don't see Chipezeze or even Arubi when he recovers, you know, playing beyond the Morocco finals. I want us to maybe start settling on a first choice goalkeeper. I still think as talented as Mali is, as long as he's not playing regularly for his club, I think we need to also then have that patience with him, no matter how exciting he is. Because if you look at the curious case of Chipezeze and, you know, that famous incident of him bowling his eyes out in Egypt after, you know, he felt like he had let the team down. Just imagine you put in Tavaziva against a Nigeria side, for example, and he makes a blunder. That could potentially destroy the young man before he's even really established himself, either at club level or national level. So I think as much as we're excited about him, I think we still need to protect him a little bit. I would prefer Martin Mapisa to get that number one slot.
Vera, who do you go for? Youth versus experience? Because he enunciated, you know, the issue of Elvis Chipezeze. We know what quality he brings. Martin Mapisa as well, but I think for Martin Mapisa, yes, though he's gotten quite a number of minutes under his belt, Mali is still a greenhorn. They might be in the same boat, but do you go for youth experience? What do you go for?
I think the fact that we have something bigger ahead, we need to start giving these guys a bit of game time so that they acclimatize. Because remember, our major goal is the Afcon. Because when we look at my qualifiers, for me, it's something that we have somehow 80% given up on. So let's use that as a building platform ahead of the Afcon. So I think Mapisa, Mali, for me, they are the future. Because just like Mr. Teach said, even if we have Arobi back, but how many years do we have him instead of then building Munuatruku to a building for the future?
When is the future?
The future is the Afcon. We start Tangira December. This is Afcon.
So why not bring in Elvis Chipezese with his wealth of experience? He's got a lot of Man of the Match awards in South Africa. Why not bring him in? We plug the hole. Then, yeah, the future, they will learn from the bench. It's just my thinking.
Instead of Elvis Chipezese, who has been there, who had his time and served and did his blunders and went to South Africa, why not giving the fresh blood a platform? Let them have their own mistakes and go as well.
Konapo, ipapo.